Hi Curious, and welcome back. Sometimes when you look at how badly some celebrity marriages end, it makes you think that a prenup might not be such a bad thing after all, but sometimes not even having an ironclad prenup can save you the trouble that a divorce might bring, and Kelly Clarkson's situation right now proves that. The singer has been in constant divorce battle with her ex-husband Brandon Blackstock since last year, and while the pair stated irreconcilable differences as the reason for their decision, what could have been the real reason behind this? Did the judge not honor their prenup? And what is the issue with regards to the former couple's Montana ranch? And why are the fans thinking that her ex just wants to take as much money from the singer as possible? Stay with us to find out the latest news about the star's divorce and the sums of money involved. But before we continue, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the hottest celebrity news. When the news broke out last year that Kelly Clarkson had filed for divorce from her then-husband Brandon Blackstock, the fans of the singer were more than surprised. The couple, who has 2 children together, River and Remington, made their relationship official in 2012, and not long after, they had tied the knot. And during their relationship, they were always praising each other, and fans of the stronger singer thought that Blackstock was one for their idol. But in June of last year, they had found out that it was much different, as she had filed for divorce due to irreconcilable differences, though a source close to the couple revealed that they had been fighting during quarantine, and that to them looked like their relationship was beyond repair. And we're not going to talk any more in depth about their relationship leading up to that decision, as we did that in a previous video we can check out by clicking on the link above. But for now, make sure you stay with us until the very end to find out all of the big sums of money involved in this case. It wasn't long after the divorce suit was filed when talks of big money had started, and at that point, that didn't even have anything to do with the couple's settlement. And as some fans of Clarkson had commented, it is a perfect example of why working with family and friends might not always be a good thing. So let us now tell you what exactly had happened. Most fans hadn't even properly processed the news that Kelly and Brandon were getting divorced when in September of last year the news broke out that the Starstruck Management, which was managing the American Idol winner and in which was owned by the former father-in-law, Blackstock, had sued her based on claims that she owed them over $1 million in unpaid commissions, and this had some fans wondering that if it was true, it could have been the reason behind their irreconcilable differences, though as of now, nothing has been solved. And at the time, Variety reported that the management group alleges that the singer owes them $1.4 million in unpaid commissions, in addition to the $1.9 million that she has already paid. The Grammy winner first started working with Marvel 5 years after the American Idol win, so as you can see, Curious, not for a long time, and as per the report, the suit argued that Clarkson had reached her verbal contract with the management group, which was negotiated by her business manager and attorney of 14 years ago, and they had also claimed that the Since You've Been Gone singer will owe them at least $5.4 million by the end of 2020. In response, Kelly had filed a petition with the California Labor Commissioner's office where she claimed that Brandon and his father defrauded her of millions of dollars by charging her huge fees while she was working with the company, and that her ex didn't even have a license to be her manager. And of course, Blackstock couldn't sit back and let this happen, so he hit back at Clarkson's claims, stating that she is not entitled to any money that he and his father or their management company earned while working for the past 14 years. Right now, the case is still ongoing with millions at stake, but it is not the only trouble that involves Kelly, her ex-husband, the courts, and money, so make sure you stay with us until the very end to find out what else is going on. So, on top of the suit from the management company, the singer still has her divorce settlement to, well, settle, and a few weeks ago, her lawyer had filed legal documents asking the judge to officially grant her request for a divorce. Now, if you are confused with this, she just wants to legally be single, while the issue of money and child custody would still be at work, but separately. While no word has been given on whether the judge will allow this or not, media reports seem to suggest that their divorce has gotten messier, as Brandon has challenged their prenup, claiming that it's invalid. Now yes, as we mentioned at the beginning, the pair did sign a prenup before tying the knot, yet it seems that it might not have mattered that much at the start. While no information about what it involves is known, but the Daily Mail has reported that allegedly at the start of their proceedings, the singer asked the judge to honor their prenup and to not award Blackstock spousal support, which has not been the case, but more on that in just a moment. According to a report by Radar Online, sources claim that Brandon is challenging the validity of the agreement and that he is fighting for a bigger chunk of Kelly's estate than she believes he is owed. In November of last year, the judge awarded the singer primary custody over their 2 children, and previously there had been some co-parenting issues as the father wanted the children to live with him on the ranch in Montana, while Clarkson felt living in California would be easier. But in the end, the court had found that the minor children have been residents of California and not Montana, and therefore custody was awarded awarded to the talk show host. But the court has decided that Brandon will have the children on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th weekends of every month, and that he may take them to Montana on the 3rd weekend. On top of that, as per the publication, it has also prohibited either parent from talking negatively about the other in front of their kids. But now, the spousal support comes into the picture, and according to the Daily Mail, at the start, Brandon was asking for $436,000 per month from his ex-wife, which consisted of $301,000 for spousal support and $135,000 in child support. Plus, he also asked, on top of that, for the singer to pay $2 million in attorney fees. And once again, this is something that did not sit right with some of Clarkson's fans, who claimed that the only reason that he deemed the prenup invalid was that he had an opportunity to get money out of this. As per the tabloid, sources close to the former couple think that he's being unreasonable in his demands with regards to money, and in the end, however, despite the demands for such a sum of money, legal documents obtained by The Blast state that the Kelly Clarkson show host must pay her ex-husband $150,000 per month in spousal support and $45,601 in child support, and that is meant to benefit the children. So all in all, just under $200,000 per month. And as per the publication, the court had settled on this sum, as between the two parents, Kelly earns $1.9 million per month in the income, while Blackstone earns around $10,000. It's also worth adding that these spousal support payments are only temporary until the couple reaches their final settlement in their divorce. Despite all of this fighting about money and whether someone owes someone millions or not, the well-being of their children is what is important to the breakaway singer, especially when it comes to co-parenting, and that is something that she talked about with Khloe Kardashian when the famous reality star appeared on her talk show as the host of the Kelly Clarkson show back in February. And speaking with the famous sister, she had said, "It's tough. I know with me and Brandon, it's just a difficult thing because we're in different places, and it's like we both agree on the main things, but it's a hard thing when you're not together all the time, for me personally." And while working on their co-parenting and the well-being of their children is something that seems that the singer wants to focus on, but there are more disputes in the divorce settlement, and this time it's about the Montana ranch. While right now the singer does not mind paying the aforementioned sums of money to her husband, as well as covering the costs of her kids' private school, the one thing she wants nothing to do with is to pay for this ranch. Previously, the couple had bought it together, but Kelly wanted to sell it because the property was a financial burden, and according to the documents obtained by TMZ, the ranch expenses cost about $81,000 a month, which include taxes, mortgage, and insurance, etc. And those documents had also stated that it is Brandon who will cover those costs. And the reason that he did not want to sell it, well, it's because he has plans to use it for his new career as a rodeo manager, and he voiced plans about leaving the entertainment industry to become a full-time rancher, adding that even back then he spent minimal time managing his one remaining client, Blake Shelton, who he had previously worked with Kelly on The Voice and who has been Blackstone's longtime friend. But as it turns out, as per Us Weekly amid the divorce, Shelton has been supporting his fellow The Voice coach, and as now, per TMZ sources, he has reportedly cut ties to Blackstone altogether. And if you want to know more about Blake's own love life, you can check out our previous video by clicking on the link above. But what's more interesting is that while the ranch is currently solely under Brandon's financial care, the documents also state that should he fail to pay for it, Clarkson will be able to file another motion to sell the ranch. And most recently, a judge has ruled out in Kelly's favor by upholding their prenup. And as per TMZ, this prenup segregates all assets and incomes that was obtained during her marriage, which includes the ranch. And according to the publication, Brandon had wanted the property split along with the income that the singer had earned during their marriage. But that won't be the case now, and it is also unclear if everything has been settled yet, and if she still has to continue paying her ex spousal support, but it looks like the worst might be behind the stronger singer. So curious, what are your thoughts on this celebrity divorce situation? Do you agree with some of Clarkson's fans that Brandon just wants to take as much money from her as possible? And do you think that the money and the management company lawsuit was the real reason for their divorce? Or was it a result of it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time!